Students, in the last video, we studied about what is mole, that is the concept of mole, and what is Avogadro number, isn't it? Now, let us try to understand valency in this video, okay? Now, you have studied something about valency in your previous classes, isn't it? So, let us study further. Now, can you recall? So, determine the valencies of hydrogen, chlorine, oxygen and sodium from the molecular formulae H2, HCl, H2O and NaCl. Now, what you are going to do is you are going to find the valency, okay, by studying the molecular formulae, okay. Now see hydrogen, okay, you know the valency of hydrogen is 1, right? Yes. Now see the next one, okay, that is chlorine. By seeing this compound, okay, hydrogen chloride, see, yes, what you have learned from this, you know, here hydrogen, how many atoms is given to you? 1. Chlorine, how much? 1, right? Yes. Now you know how you are going to write this. Yes, the valency, this 1 which is there, this is of chlorine, right? So, the number of, wait, I'll show it to you. See, you have studied this. I'm just repeating it. Hydrogen is 1 over here, chlorine is 1, right? So, this 1 which is there, this is the valency of chlorine, and this, the valency 1 over here is the valency of hydrogen, right? Yes. Now, you take H2O. See. Wait, I'll show it to you. Okay. Now see. Okay. Now H2O. See. H, how many atoms are there? 2. And O, yes, for H how much it is written? 2. And O, it is 1, right? So, the valency of hydrogen is how much? 1, right? Yes, this is indicating the valency of hydrogen. And the valency of oxygen is how much? 2. This is this is what was taught to you in the previous class, right? Yes. Now the next one, NaCl. Okay. So the that is how N how much here? 1. Cl how much? 1, right? Yes. Now the valency. Okay. See this 1 which is there. This is the valency of chlorine, and this valency is of sodium. So now you must have understood. See hydrogen. Okay. Yes. The valency of hydrogen is how much? You have got here, right? See, hydrogen is how much? 1, right? In this compound also you have got HCl. Yes. So the valency of hydrogen is how much? 1. Then valency of chlorine is how much? You have found out over here. It is 1, right? Here also you can see the valency of chlorine is 1, because here NaCl, I have shown you this. This is of this and this is of this. So here Na is how much? Yes, 1, right? Yes. Okay. Now see oxygen. Okay. This oxygen. Okay. What's the valency of oxygen? You can see, you can find out over here, isn't it? H2O. See. right? Yes. So the valency of oxygen is how much? 2, right? So the valency of oxygen is 2. You have found it out over here. Okay. Now what is the type of chemical bond in sodium chloride and magnesium chloride? So there is a chemical bond. So what type of chemical bond in sodium chloride and magnesium chloride? So that is what type of chemical bond? Ionic bond, isn't it? There are two types of bonds, ionic bond and covalent bond. So the bond which exists between sodium chloride, okay, and magnesium chloride are ionic bonds. So the capacity of an element to combine is called its valency. So what is this valency? The definition, see, you have already studied once again. The capacity of an element to combine is called its valency. So how much an element is going to combine, okay? Yes, that is its valency. The valency of an element is indicated by a specific number. It is the number of chemical bonds formed by one atom of that element with other atoms. So this valency, okay, it is the number of atoms which is going to take part in the chemical reaction. Now this that is this electrons which are there, okay. Now the number of chemical bonds formed by one atom of that element with other atoms, it is, so how many chemical bonds it is going to form, okay, by one atom of that element with other atoms. So it can be single bond, double bond, triple bond, right? Yes. Now in the 18th and 19th century, the laws of chemical combination were used to find out the valencies of elements. In 20th century, the relationship of the valency of an element with its electronic configuration was recognized, the valency, okay. So in 19th century, the laws of chemical combination were used to find out the valency, but in 20th century, they that is the relationship of the valency, okay, was the, see, the relationship of the valency, okay, was related to the electronic configuration. Yes. Okay, I will tell you about it. Now see, sodium, okay. So sodium electronic configuration, okay, is how much? 2, 8 and 1. This is of, sorry, yes, this is of sodium, okay, and chlorine is how much? 2, 8 and 7. This is of chlorine. Okay, now see, 2, 8 and 1, that is 11 is the atomic number of sodium, right? And chlorine's atomic number is how much? 17. Okay, now see, if an atom, okay, has to have a, that is, if it has to be stable, okay, if there is, I'll show it to you, wait, see, you think it is having one orbit, okay, an atom is having one orbit, then one single orbit can hold 2 electrons in it at most, okay. Yes, then only this atom is going to be stable. This is helium, okay. Yes, now here one shell is there, okay. So it can occupy 2 electrons, that is the duplet state. Now see, neon which is there, okay. So 2, it can hold 2 and 8 electrons. Okay, so here only one shell, here 2 shells. Okay, so it is 2 and 8. So this is also stable because it has octet state, right? So this is of neon. Okay, now see, if the atoms, okay, are having only one shell, then it has to occupy 2 electrons, then that atom is going to become stable. Now if there are more than that is if it's having 2 shells or more than 2 shells, then it has to attend the last orbit. Okay, the outermost orbit must contain 8 electrons, only then it will become stable. So each and every atom, okay, each and every atom, they try to attain this type of stable state, like helium, neon, krypton, argon. Okay, so these are stable atoms, stable, we call them. Yes, now each and every atom which is there, each and every element which is there, they try to attain this stable state. Now see, now 281, okay, sodium, we said the electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 1. Now if this sodium has to attain a stable electronic configuration, okay, then see, this should become either, that is the outermost shell which is there, it has to attain octet state, isn't it? Now what happens over here is, if this has to become 8, it has to take how many electrons? 7 electrons, or else, okay, one option is there, it can see this 1 electron which is there, it can give away this electron. Okay, yes, it can give away this electron. So what will happen? Is it easy to that is take 7 electrons or give away this 1 electron? Yes, if the sodium gives away this 1 electron, then what is going to happen? See, there will not be any electrons left here, right, in this third shell. Now the outermost shell will be the second shell, and the second shell now contains how many electrons? 8 electrons. So what is going to happen? Yes, if this sodium gives away 1 electron, then this atom is going to attain the octet state, so it will become stable. So now see, you can see over here 2 and 8. Now this 1 electron, okay, sodium, it contains 11 electrons as well as 11 what? Protons, right? That is negative and positive charges are going to be equal. Now this sodium which is there is going to give away 1 electron. Yes, and it is going to become 10, right? Now see, 1 electron is less, but protons, that is the positive charge, is going to remain same. It's going to be 11 only. So now what has happened? This, it has become positively charged. One positive charge is more over here. That is why you can see it is written as Na plus ion. Okay. Yes, you understood this, because it is giving away the outermost 1 electron. Okay. Yes. Now you take chlorine. Okay. Yes, you take chlorine. Now see, the electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 7, right? Now 2, to attain octet state, it has to either give away the 7 electrons, right, or it has to take 1 electron, right? Yes, so that this will become 8. Now you tell me, yes, see, you tell me whether it is easy to give away the 7 electrons or take 1 electron. Of course, now see, it is easier to take 1 electron, isn't it, instead of giving away the 7. So then if it takes 1 electron, then what is going to happen? 2, 8 and 8 it's going to become. Now it has attained the stable state, right, because this has become 8. 8 electrons are there in the outermost shell, right? Yes, now it has gained 1 electron, right? Yes, see, it has gained 1 electron. So now there were 17 negative charge and 17 positive charge, but what has happened? It has gained 1 electron. So 17 plus 1, okay, it became 18 electrons, right? Yes, but how many positive charges are there? 17 only, right? So 1 electron is more. Naturally, that is why this became an anion, that is Cl minus ion. Okay, yes. Now in both the cases you saw 1 electron is taking part in the reaction. That is why we say that the valency of sodium is also 1 and the valency of chlorine is also 1. Now a sodium atom gives away 1 electron and a cation of sodium is formed. Hence, the valency of sodium is 1. A chlorine atom takes up 1 electron and forms an anion of chlorine, and thus the valency of chlorine is 1. I told you. See, this sodium which is there, okay, it is giving away this 1 electron, isn't it? This sodium which is there, it is giving away this 1 electron, okay, and chlorine, it needs 1 electron, it is taking 1 electron, okay, and therefore the valency of sodium is also 1 and the valency of chlorine is also 1. See, after the give and take of electrons is over, the electronic configuration of both the resulting ions has a complete octet state. Due to the attraction between the unit but opposite charges on the two ions, one chemical bond is formed between sodium and chlorine and the compound sodium chloride is formed. Now see, let me help, that is explain this to you with the help of structure. Okay, see, sodium, okay, yes, sodium, the electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 1, right? Yes, 2, 8 and 1. See, okay, it will draw a little smaller, I think. 2, 8 and 1. Okay, now see, chlorine atom, okay, yes, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons in this, and in the third one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now see, you can see giving away this 1 electron is easier for this sodium, right? And chlorine, it cannot give away all this 7 electrons which is present in the outermost orbit, right? Instead of that, it is easier for this chlorine to take 1 electron. So what is going to happen in this bond between sodium plus chlorine, yes, this one electron is going to get transferred to this, and so what will happen, this, see, okay, everything went away. Doesn't matter. See, I'll show you. Now in sodium, okay, it was 2, right? The newly formed, okay, yes. It now see the outermost electron which was there, it was given away, right? Yes. One in the outermost, it contains 7, right? And the sodium, okay, it contained how many? 1 electron. So what is going to happen? This one will be given to sodium, right? So now what happened? See, this is sodium, okay, and this is chlorine. Now what happened, see, it was actually sodium was 2, 8 and 1. Now it will become, sodium will become how much? 2 and 8, right? And chlorine was 2, 8 and 7, right? So chlorine will become 2, 8 and 8, right? Yes. So see, so there will not be any electrons here now. Instead of that, there will be 2 electrons. 1 electron will be added with chlorine. So, sodium also attained octet state, right? This is the outermost shell now, the second one, right? This shell. Now see, chlorine also attained the octet state because it has got 1 electron from sodium. So, a bond will be formed between these two and we call it as sodium chloride. NaCl is formed. So, the compound NaCl compound is formed. Thus, a sodium atom has the capacity to give away 1 electron, isn't it? And chlorine, it is having the capacity to take up 1 electron. So, sodium is giving away 1 electron and chlorine is taking 1 electron. I have shown you how. So, see that again and again. Go back if you want and see it again so you will understand. So, what is happening? Sodium is giving away 1, chlorine is accepting 1. So, sodium atom has the capacity to give away 1 electron, whereas chlorine atom has the capacity to take up 1 electron. So, this means that the valency of both the elements, sodium and chlorine, is 1. You saw in both the elements, 1 electron is taking part in the reaction, and that is why the valency is 1 in both the cases. So, from this, the electronic definition of valency is as follows. So this definition is important again. See, the number of electrons that an atom of an element gives away or takes up while forming an ionic bond is called valency of that element. Okay, so what is the valency? You saw in the case of sodium, 1 electron was given away, and in the case of chlorine, it accepted 1 electron. So what is the definition of the valency of that of the element? The number of electrons that an atom of an element gives. Okay, so how many electrons, okay, an atom gives away or takes up, okay, and an ionic bond will be formed between them. That is called as the valency of that element. Okay, yes. Okay, then just a minute, I'll show you a small clip. Wait. See, I'm showing you a small clip regarding this valency. Okay, video clip regarding the valency. I'm going to show it to you. So, I'm sure you will understand it in a better manner.
Why does bond formation take place? Can you give me the answer? Yes, it takes place because
See, now you should be able to give the answer because I've already taught you this.
atoms are always in a constant struggle to reach the stable state. And what is this stable state? Well, if the atoms have only one shell, then the stable state is achieved when two electrons are present in it. And if the atom has two or more than two shells, then the stable state is achieved when the outermost shell contains 8 electrons. It's called an octet. But the stable state is seen only in case of a few elements. We know that elements like helium, neon, argon, etc. have atoms with such desired electronic configuration. But what about the case of atoms which do not have this octet? Yes, they will participate in bond formation. That means they will either give or take or share electrons. But wait, who decides how many electrons will participate in the bond formation? Or who tells the atoms if they've to give or take electrons? Well, the answer to these questions is valency. Let's understand this concept in detail. In simple words, valency is defined as the combining capacity of an element. Now, what exactly do we mean by this? When we say combining capacity, that means how much can an atom bond with another atom. Does that mean how many electrons can be given or taken or even shared? Yes. Thus, the capacity of an atom to give electrons, accept electrons, or even share them in order to achieve the octet state can be termed as its valency. And what about the case of elements with just one shell? That's correct. Trading of electrons is carried out for attaining 2 electrons in the outermost and only orbital in such atoms. Let us take simple examples to understand this. In case of hydrogen, we have just one electron in the outermost shell. That means it has to somehow add one more electron to the outermost shell. Thus, we find that the valency of hydrogen is 1 as it accepts or sometimes even shares electrons with atoms of other elements. So, can you tell me the valency of oxygen now? The electronic configuration of oxygen is 2, 6. That means it has 6 electrons in the outermost shell. So, how many electrons are needed to complete the octet? Yes, 2 electrons. Thus, the valency of oxygen is 2. It accepts or takes 2 electrons from other atoms for completing the octet. Now tell me, what will be the valency of magnesium? We know that magnesium has 12 electrons. That means the electronic configuration of magnesium is 282. So how many electrons will be needed now? 6. That's correct. And that's what we're able to see. 6 electrons are needed to complete the octet. But which atom will give away 6 electrons so easily? Is it even possible? Not really. Then how will magnesium complete its octet? This is where the concept of donating electrons comes into the picture. If managing the gain of 6 electrons is difficult, then can it think of giving or donating the 2 electrons? Yes, absolutely. So if magnesium gives away 2 electrons from its outermost shell, then we say that the valency of magnesium is 2. That means it's not only about how many electrons can be taken, but also about how many electrons can be given by the atom. That is how we calculate the valencies of various elements. Now, to understand the concept better, let's take an example of elements forming one compound. Maybe we can think of sodium chloride. For the formation of one molecule, we need one atom of sodium and one atom of chlorine. What are the valencies of each, by the way? Sodium has the electronic configuration 281, while chlorine has an electronic configuration 287. Before I tell you what happens, I want you to give it a shot. What do you think will happen? Doesn't this indicate that sodium will donate 1 and chlorine will accept 1 electron to complete their respective octet state? Yes, that's absolutely correct. And that is what helps in the formation of sodium chloride molecule. Chlorine needed 1 electron which it got from sodium, and sodium gave 1 electron as it was the easiest way to achieve stability. So the valency of both sodium and chlorine is 1. Does this mean that only elements having the same valency always combine together to form a bond? Not really. Just take the simple example of a water molecule. We have seen that the valency of hydrogen is 1 while that of oxygen is 2. Here, hydrogen needs 1 electron while oxygen needs 2 electrons. Both need electrons. So how do the atoms combine in this case? How will the bond formation take place then? Well, they will both share electrons with each other. But how? It's not that straightforward. We will understand it in one of our future videos. For now, we have to know that one atom of oxygen combines with 2 hydrogen atoms to give us one water molecule.
Students, I'm sure by seeing this video clip, you must have understood in a better manner, isn't it? Yes. So, let us continue the further part, okay, in the next video.